Hi, my name is Rebecca Irby. I am the Director of Transformational Change at New Detroit, a racial justice organization. I am from New Jersey, a place called Montclair. I was born and raised there. I went to all of the public schools in Montclair from pre-K until I graduated high school. And I was a student athlete as well as moved around from multiple different tracks. In New Jersey, we have a tracked or tiered system in the education. So there's special ed, general ed, honors, high honors, and then AP. And my experience in school was some teachers really advocated for me because they could see that I understood the material, and they would always say, "Oh, you're so smart, but you can't really write." Um, so I had a lot of teachers who would give me tests where I was able to speak, but there were some teachers who didn't because there is not a classification for dyslexia. Um, so I found going through school, it really depended on who my teachers were and who was still in the school building. The principals and the guidance counselors who was who was going to advocate for me or who wasn't. And that caused my mother to actually homeschool me for middle school because the administration had changed in the school that I was in, and they wanted to put me into special ed for all of my classes. And my mother didn't want that. Uh, so middle school, I was homeschooled, and with dyslexia, I think something that folks maybe don't know is we've got all kinds of special hidden talents. So it may be difficult for me to write sometimes and do other activities that require writing or note taking, but I do have an extensive memory. So being homeschooled and going through so many different grade levels, I was actually really far ahead when I went to high school. And that helped me immensely because I pretty much had already done that coursework. So when I saw it again in high school, I was able to get through it really easily. But that had to do with my superpowered memory, um, and being really good at talking and debating. So, uh, one thing that I can share about my experiences with dyslexia is that most people don't understand it. And there is so little research being done and interventions that are known to help. So I know we have some questions around what kind of advocacy can be done now. And I would say understanding that just because someone has dyslexia doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. Spelling is not a good judge or gauge of someone's intelligence. It bothers me all the time and it gives me so much anxiety, I will be honest, typing things or writing things online because there is so much, uh, what's the word? Um, I guess critiques, and we have people coming after you and like, you didn't spell that right, you didn't do this right, you missed that. And the outward appearance when you have difficulty spelling is that you're not intelligent, and that's been a really difficult process to overcome. um, Things that have helped immensely are new tools that help me write, by me being able to speak into a device and it transcribes what I am saying into written word. There are many tools that do this. I use my iPhone most of the time, and now even computers are starting to have this feature where you can do speech to text. That's been honestly life-changing for me. Another thing that has been incredible has been working with different AI programs. So I mentioned earlier, it's really difficult for me to take notes. And now with AI note takers, I am able to focus and concentrate on the meeting. And I know that I have quality notes that are better than I could ever take. So that has been immensely helpful. Another area that I'm using AI is also with writing. So I mentioned writing is really difficult when you have dyslexia. Your mind is moving so much faster than you're able to actually write or type. And you get caught between getting stuck on how to spell a word and then forgetting what you were thinking about. It's just this really difficult cycle. um, so when I think about the tools that have been so helpful, yes, the text to speech, but recently with the advent of these different AI tools, it's been incredible for me as I write out speeches or I think about talking points for me to speak into my device and then ask AI to help me polish and um, find more information, fill out things in my topics. It's been really incredible. I think, well, not I think, I know of hearing from many teachers and from many folks in education that they're scared of AI. And I would like to bring to your attention that it's a tool just like any other tool. And if we use it incorrectly, yes, it can be harmful, it can be dangerous. If we use it correctly, it could be incredible and powerful. So I want to advocate for us teaching our students how to use this tool because it can be a game changer for folks like me with dyslexia. But I also imagine it's going to be really an incredible tool for anyone to use. And as we teach people about using new tools, we can also, while we're doing that, show how important things like research are. So I don't want AI to replace actually doing research or talking to people and engaging with others in the work that we do because collaboration is critical. And it's seeing and understanding that these tools, text to speech, AI, these are tools that can help us engage more and can help people who have dyslexia or have other um, differences in the way that their brains work or they process information. These tools are immensely helpful and really help us stay engaged. And when we can talk about it in that way and invite everybody into those spaces, that's what true inclusion is. And that's what will help bring about less stigma around things like dyslexia and the need to have alternatives to how we communicate, be that written or spoken. So I thank you for listening. And if anyone has any questions, I'm more than happy to engage in this conversation further. You can reach me at Irby, IRBY, at newdetroit.org. Thank you so much.